everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So, one of the latest puff piece dramas that Harry and Meghan and their PR have come up with is to keep, flogging the, uh, security horse. Harry needs security. He needs more security. He needs that IPP to keep his family safe. Now it seems the latest threat is that Harry's security team, probably paid for by U.S. taxpayers, claims that a quote mass casualty event if Harry doesn't get his private security that he wants. We all know Harry is well protected wherever he goes. This is all just theater for the masses, in my opinion. But I don't know. I'll look at it. Terrorists could create a mass casualty event if they target Hairball, according to his private security 40-page risk assessment. Um, the report compiled at the request of the Home Office said lone actors or grassroots terrorists who often target public figure come after him. The narrative is that he's a quote traitor and poses a threat. I mean, he thought Yankee Wally and her Rotten Tomatoes were a threat. Okay, so I really, which he totally deserves, by the way. I think that if he does end up getting indicted for anything, I think part of his punishment should be Rotten Tomatoes thrown at him. Yeah. The report outlined a plethora of outstanding alleged threats. Blah blah blah. Yeah. So they're putting it out there. This is manifesting. It's like he's asking for it here, if you ask me. You put it out there. Oh, I'm being threatened. They're going to blow me up. I mean, he's putting it out there in the Telegraph, giving people ideas. See, this is the thing. They know that when they put things out in the mainstream media, there's going to be cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs who are going to say, oh, there's an idea. Must be a sign that I should do it. It's what some of them, if you're mentally unbalanced to begin with, this could trigger people, and they know this. So, and of course, his buddy there, Shabana Mahmood, the Home Secretary, of course, backs him up in this. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so Meghan may or may not go. Like anyone cares, not. They don't want her there. She's a distraction from the games. So, anyway, as others, TRG and others are saying, I wouldn't put it past Harry to do a false flag event, right? Because it seems like that's what they're indicating here, or, indicate. Yeah, it looks like this is what they're saying. And remember, Harry's the one that said he knew January 6th was going to happen, which was an FBI orchestrated event, and this could very well be another one, right? The FBI is known to. Remember that kidnapping plot with what was it, Illinois governor, whatever. They do all kinds of things. So, and Harry is in there with them. So, just saying, anything's possible. Of course, I'm sure he'd never be in danger. But anyways, let's see. Is this, are they just doing this for more drama? Because Harry and Meghan are always looking for something to drum up and push out the puff pieces. They're always desperate. And the security one has been going on since the beginning. It's always about the security, lawsuits over the security. Meghan needs titles for the children so they can have security, not their safety. It's not about titles. Meghan doesn't care about titles. So there's always security. And they've never suffered any breaches of security at all in the past 10 years, right? Never been anything. Yeah, maybe one lone person wandered over to Montecito. It wasn't a threat. It was just driving by or something. So let's take a look here. Is Harry, what's his attitude with this? Is he really planning on something here? Or is this just more drama? Mama drama with the wife that wants to be a mama. Drama llamas. Drama llamas that ain't no mama. That's Meghan. Meghan and Harry. They have to fill up that puff paces. They need something to blather about. Let's take a look at Harry and his security for the upteenth time. Why not? Are they really going to do it this time? Are they going to up the ante here? Are they going to actually do a false flag? Desperate times calls for desperate measures. Don't forget that New York City car chase, so-called alleged car chase, where they drove, in a crowded New York City streets and couldn't drive faster than 3 miles per hour, claiming they were chased by paparazzi. They're such scammers. They're such a joke. And they put it, remember the breaking news on that one? I'll never forget. I got up in the morning and it was breaking news. Harry and Meghan in a car chase. Catastrophic car chase, they called it. Breaking news, big red button on my main screen when I opened my browser. The same type of thing you'd see if there was an earthquake or something. They did it for that. That's it. That's you know, that's orchestrated fictional little play acting Harry and Meghan did. The little nonsense drama trying to, and they actually got people to come out. They hired people to come out and say, I saw it happen. And I have a recording of it. Some Odyssey channel, that bimbo that they worked for them, that said, oh, I saw the paparazzi chasing them, which we all know is BS. But anyways, all right, what's the attitude here? Is Harry planning a false flag event here with this? Or is he really just mentally ill? And as they say, I've also heard rumors that he had a mental breakdown over the weekend. They always pull out that one too, by the way. When things get slow, suddenly Harry has a mental breakdown. And has to go to the mental hospital because he's so paranoid. Let's see, what is it? What's going on here with this so-called report? It's more fiction writing of lies from Harry and Meghan. Are they actually going to do it? What's going to happen next? Just be another nothing burger, or are they really going to do something this time? And what is the actual threat on him that he claims? They always claim they're under threat. Since 2016, it's been, we're under threat by terrorists, racist terrorists after Meghan. Never existed. Maybe one lone guy somewhere in a basement, So the whole thing has been so ridiculously lies. You can't believe anything in the mainstream media. The mainstream media won't touch that lost screens scam. They're not touching that. See, any of them investigating and reporting on that, just like the belly bumps. So they don't report anything worthwhile. They don't care. They're just GR for the sting class, like Harry and Meghan. Anyways, I'll just stop. So, what is the actual threat, and what's going to be the outcome of this? Let's take a look. It's Harry's latest. I want security. Let's see. See what the cards show. General situation. Ooh, 10 of Wands. Everything's falling apart here. This is a collapse. This is Harry collapsing. He's collapsing under his PR, though. These are wands. I mean, it kind of looks kind of threatening here. But you know what this is about? This is about Harry pretending he's under threat, but he's really not. He just has nothing else to do. And he's trying to find some way to drum up the puff pieces, because wands I see as, with them anyways, as their job, which is their job being putting out puff pieces full of lies and nonsense. So this is Harry saying, "Oh no, these all are Harry and Meghan's puff pieces," and this is Harry saying, "Oh no, I'm in danger. I'm in danger." And of course, he's not. It's reversed. It's all just Harry playing the victim, because that's the only thing Harry can do to play victim, right? Meghan plays victim by being allegedly quarter black and being a woman, while Harry's being a white male. He's according to their woke communist, nonsense. He's the enemy, the oppressor. So, but he can claim victimhood about security. So they both found a way to play victim. So you got to hand it to them. They figured things out ahead of time. They had intelligence working with them, and they're still playing that card. But the wands and the wands, it's like, yeah, it's nobody's interested anymore. They're all their puff pieces are going nowhere. It's collapsing. This is like a final last gasp attempt at attention. Yeah, so it's very desperate here. I get desperation, 5 of Cups, very unhappy. Yeah, Harry. Yeah, they're unhappy. I think mainly because they're not getting attention. Nobody cares about them, but also they're just miserable people, anyways. And they want to make you unhappy because don't forget, the whole point of putting this all out in the media is to demoralize and distract and upset you and me. Right? That's been the game all along. Distract, demoralize. They might now. I was listening a really good channel I just found out about. I highly recommend is the Opium Slayer. Now, he's been banned from YouTube a number of times, but he describes how, in general, what the globalists like Harry and Meghan are doing with their PR is they want outrage, right? So this that they want outrage. Obviously, Harry and Meghan, they're one group that want outrage, but other areas they want outrage. And then what they do is they use Palantir, who's interwoven with X and Facebook and Instagram, and they YouTube, of course, and they collect your data and monitor your outrage and see how you react. They're always AI is always collecting data on us. No one's really anonymous at the end of the day, I don't think, in my opinion, but they are collecting data about it. They because they want to keep people, from acting. So that's what I'm getting from this. It's just more drama for the PR and to depress and demoralize. So the base of it all, what do we got here? Oh, look at that. Death. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The threats of death here. They're playing the death card. They're like, oh, Harry and Meghan could die just like Diana did. So we're doing. They definitely want the death meme out there, and who knows? Who knows? Maybe the desperate times may push desperate measures. We'll have to wait and see what happens next. But they definitely are wanting to play the death card here. And perhaps it's the end of their story. Harry and Meghan were a story. And maybe they are going to go out with a bang or whatever. We'll have to wait and see. So what triggered this? What caused them to come out with these? There's this huge report. I'm in danger. What triggered this? Okay, Knight of Wands. Again, Wands. Knight, the soldier of media here. Harry using and weaponizing media, social media. That's what he's been doing all along with Meghan. This is the new war zone. The new war is social media, the war for your mind, blah, blah, blah. The military industrial complex that TRG has covered so extensively, and their, what is it called? Disarm or whatever. All the things they do to attack us with social media and attack our minds. Well, this is Harry. It's another attack on our minds and wanting us thinking of death and thinking of, oh no, they're going to die. Are they going to die? So this is definitely, and the UK is very dangerous right now. There have been attacks in the Taylor Swift concert and the girls that were stabbed. I mean, there's been a lot of violence there in general. So it's not like couldn't happen, right? We know it won't unless they want it to. Anyhow, so what are they expecting? Are they expecting to do a false flag event here? 8 of Cups. No, I get they're using this for Meghan to stay away. This is just for drama cups to rile people up emotionally. And it's Meghan's excuse. There's Meghan's full moon, and there's Meghan's hair wrapped around it, doing her witch work. Yeah, she'll be sacrificing some chickens there and pushing her jams. No, I don't see this as they just want to rile people emotionally. Especially with the full moon, they really want to get people riled emotionally. And Meghan wants to be the center of attention, that she's not there. So no, they're not actually going to do anything, but they're going to pretend to, and they're going to try to drama it up. So what do they not want? What do they worry about or not want? Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, so they don't want to be seen as what they are, which is Epstein class, wealthier, having more money than you can imagine, and nothing going on, nothing they have to do. They are just given all the security for nothing. They always have, always will, and they will never be broke. They will always have the support of the crown and the money they're in, no matter what anyone says. And they know that they're pampered Epstein class, so they have to drum up this drama to make it sound like no, they're just like you and me. They're in danger. It's not so easy being an Epstein class billionaire. No, it's so hard for them. So they want your pity. Here, buy Meghan's jam. She wants to nickel and dime you with her crap. Yeah, so they don't want you to look at them like that, like the wealthy elite that they are, or deletes that they are, the scumbags that they are, the evil demons that they are. So what are they hoping for with this drama? Oh yeah, see, yeah, they want to bring out again with the wands. So this is all for social media, all to drum up the PR drama. It's for Harry and Meghan and their Sussex squad. Don't forget their Sussex squad. So their Sussex squad are going around attacking everyone, saying, "Shame on you if you don't want Harry to have security." And of course, the critics of Harry and Meghan are like, "Who cares? He doesn't deserve it. He should just shut up and go away." And but that's the latest battle. They're trying to drum it up again and whatnot. So it is all PR. I mean, wands, all PR. Always playing the death card. Always playing the Diana card. Always, always. So is there any real threat against him really out there? Oh, Eight of Wands reversed. Yeah, the only threat against Harry is his own PR turning on him. Because again, it's wands, it's people pushing out the truth on him. So now the only danger is that things are going to be a struggle, getting out any puff pieces and people reading it because nobody cares anymore. This is a hand going up saying, like, stop. These are all Harry and Meghan's puff pieces flying in. And this hand is up, holding up, saying, stop. I don't even want to know. Just keep it to yourself. So I see that people don't care anymore. That's the real reason this is happening, because nobody cares about anything about them. It's so boring, and they're ugly and stupid, and they're doing the same PR nonsense, and no one cares anymore. And so what is going to happen? Will they actually pull a false flag event and I get, ooh, the Fool? I see him pulling something new here. I don't think it's a false flag event, but I think they might do a pretend one. There might be some kind of scare. Maybe a light bulb's going to explode or something, or there'll be some man running across a wall too close to the stadium, and they're going to say, oh no, it could be a terrorist. So I see something happening, major arcana here, that'll play out in the news, because now they got the drama going, right? Now they've got the story. Harry's in danger. What's going to happen? We better watch and find out and keep an eye on it. We got to keep an eye on those games because something happened to Harry, right? If you ask me, the biggest danger Harry's in is from the Sussex squad, who are the most deranged lunatics and criminals out there, Antifa. So anyways, yeah, and you can see with this particular Fool, he's being chased by a dog. It looks like the dog's behind him there from this card. So maybe somebody's going to chase him, or Harry's going to claim he was chased. Another car chase, perhaps, could be it. But in the long term, Two of Pentacles, cha-ching. Him and Meghan are going to be getting money and benefiting from all of the PR drama they've created around the Invictus Games. And of course, the two of them are going to do the usual thing that they do, is get up on stage and pat themselves on the back for being there and give a word salad speech. And yeah, and say, we are we are Invictus. Harry and Meghan are saying this is our PR platform and nobody else's. So there you have it. There you have it. This is just something to benefit Harry and Meghan. It's no real threat. It's PR drama. It's Harry playing the victim in the media and boo-hoo-hooing for the media to depress people, to get them, to traumatize them. Because don't forget, this is about trauma. All of their brainwashing of the globalists on us is about trauma, traumatizing. It makes it, when you're in fear or traumatized with threats of death like this and terrorism and things like that, they want to keep putting that out there. That's what Harry's doing because, yeah, it keeps you easier to control, right? And it keeps you from actually getting something real done that could stop their their moves, their technocracy encroaching on us. So yeah, but I do see them pulling something here. It's not going to be. I don't think it's going to be anything violent. I think it's going to be drama. It's going to be something new, though. Them and their PR are going to come up with something new um, to make it more dramatic. And I like the idea of somebody like running away, uh, something in the night, perhaps. Yeah, something with some big news story they'll come out with. Maybe a guy with a knife somewhere running through a stadium or something, or running through a parking lot. It'll probably turn out to be Meghan. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Judgment. Maybe it'll be. I don't think he's going to a courthouse anytime soon, but I think it'll be something that maybe the guy gets arrested and then the court hearing becomes a big deal. Yeah. So we'll have to wait and see. I think there's going to be some big drama coming out. Um, that'll be all over the newspapers. You see a guy with a trumpet. He's like announcing it everywhere. Big story. So there'll be some type of false flag event, but it won't be like a real. I don't think it'll be a real dangerous one. I think it'll just be a make pretend one, like Harry and Meghan always do. Yeah, it'll all just be for the PR. So there you have it. So I hope you found this interesting. If so, please like and subscribe. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye bye.